Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is George and this is SaaS Master. Today we're going to check out HappyForms, which is a WordPress form builder. Now they have a really powerful free version that you can use and we're actually going to check it out right now. So to get this free version of HappyForms, what you have to do is log into your WordPress site, head on over to plugins and add new. Once you're in the new section, you're going to type in HappyForms and it's this one right here. So once you download it, activate it, you're ready to go. So let's head on over to the actual plugin. And this is my HappyForms plugin installed already. And from the start, you get this sample form that you can actually check it out and you can actually edit this one and work from this one. So if you want to do that, it's possible. But we're actually going to build one from scratch. So this is the HappyForms sample, but we're not going to work on this one. We're going to add a brand new form. So let's click on Add New. And you're going to see how easy this is. So if you want to build a form for your site, it's possible with HappyForms. So right now, one of the things that I like about HappyForms is that it's actually a visual form builder. So as we build, we can actually view it on visually right here on the right. So let's call this one opt-in form. Let's add a brand new part. So as parts, it means modules. So in this case, we have all these modules available that we can add. And in this case, we're going to add a short text. So the first thing that I want to do is build a really simple form to have someone opt in. So right now, what we're going to call this is first name. Next thing we have is label display. So we can display this above, below. Let me just show you how that looks like. Below, left, inside, which is my favorite, and hidden. Obviously, it's just going to hide it. The reason I like inside is because it makes the form a little bit more compact. So I like that in the form. Next thing we can add is a description for this. So you can say fill in your first name. All right, so that's telling the user what they have to do. Now in this case, it's really simple. It's like first name, but maybe if you're going to ask for something a little bit more complex, you want to give out more information. Now this might not be to your liking because, hey, you know what, you don't want people to view that. So you can reveal it on focus. So that means if I click on this, it's going to view it, or we can choose tooltip. So tooltip, what it does, it makes this little question mark on the right, and if I hover over it, it's going to show me that information. So maybe it's something a little bit more complex that's going to help you how to tell you how to fill in this form or what they need to fill in. You can set this as required or not. In this case, it is required. We do want their name. This is not optional. And next thing we have is you have options to do logic. In this case, it's a free version, so we're not going to do logic. So let's do more. And we can change the prefix right here, the suffix. We can change the width of this form. Now, this is really important because maybe you don't want this form to look this long. So maybe, hey, you don't want that big space to be the first name. So in this case, it could be half. So you see how that changed to half. So meaning that half, I could add another half on the right. And if we go to a third, that means I can add 2/3 more in here. We can do quarter. That's smaller. We can add 4 spaces, or we can do auto. So in this case, auto will do the most compact form. You can keep adding, and at the end, it's going to do the auto form width. All right, so let's keep this one in half. That's the one I want. And let's do a duplicate of this one because now we want the last name. So in this case, we have a duplicate. It's already a half form. Last name. All right, and fill in your last name. We'll keep that as tooltip. This is required also. Next thing we want from this form is we want a long text. So we want to ask the user why are they want to send this email, this form. So in this case, just say, what can we help you with? All right, and we're going to display this inside. Keep that inside. We can add a description, but I think it's pretty simple what it says. You know what it says, you have to do. All right, that's going to be full width because we want the most space for that one because it's a long form, long text. We got another part right here, and in this case, we're going to need their email. So let's add the email section right here. We're going to put that inside. Also, it's going to be required. You can add a description if you want, but I mean, it's pretty simple and straightforward for this one. And there we go. Let's save this form so we don't lose that information. All right, so now this is saved, and we're gonna head on over to, before we continue with the rest of the modules, let's go to Setup. And what you're gonna do right here is set up your success message. So in a success message, it's gonna say, thank you, your submission has been sent. All right, you can modify that if you want, or if you like it, just keep it. You can redirect to a web address also if you need to. All right, we got the error message. So this means if they are missing something in the form that has to be filled in, it's going to give them the error message. So you can send this right here. So there is a problem, please review your submission, fill in the required spaces. You can add that to that. You can change this to submit if you want, or just keep it send. You can do some CSS classes here. You can use some custom HTML ID, hide form after submit. So once you submit, it hides the form. If it doesn't hide, people can fill it in again. That's possible. Maybe you want that, or maybe you just want to hide it. So that's a pretty good option. You got spam prevention on. So that means you can use honeypot security. And all these are for the upgraded version. Next thing we have is the email option. So in this case, this means where is this form going to be sent to? So in this case, you could change this to the other email you want. This is the admin email. I might change it to info. All right. You can also BCC this to another email address. You can set an email subject. So you received a new message from your opt-in form. All right. So that way we know what this message is coming from. That's possible. You can also send a confirmation email to the address, reply address. This is going to be the reply address that people are going to reply once they get this form also. Information. Email display name. So in this case, I'm using this display name, but for this video, we're going to say SaaS Master. So that's going to be my display name there. Email subject. So we received your message. This is what they're going to receive. And the email content. Include submitted values. So if you want to submit include submitted values to the user also, that's possible by ticking this on. Once that's ready, we can head on over to style and we can customize this a bit further. So in this case, we can change the percentage width. So in this case, if we change the percentage, see how this is modifying. So let's keep it to there. Or we can just select the padding to narrow. Default is a separation between each module. So you can say narrow or wide. Let's keep it big, keep it narrow. Round and half. Direction left to right or right to left. Let's keep it left to right. Message location above form or below form. You can change the colors for the primary right here. So let's play around with this. See how the color changed over here on the title. Change that to blue. Maybe your branding is blue instead of the default black, or maybe you just want to keep it a little bit better. Or just go to default again. Success message background, success message text, validation message text, error message, and error message text. All this is available to style to different colors. Once you like all of that, you can update this form. And let's go to our forms. I'm gonna go to this one right here. All right, to our form builders. Now here it is, opt-in form. And what we get with this is a short code. So this short code can be used to put it on your website. So wherever you want to build a page, so let's add a brand new page. Now this works on your default WordPress builder. If you're using a theme, if you're using, for example, Divi Builder or something like that, it's gonna work with that. So in this case, let's call this opt-in form. We're gonna use Divi Builder for this one. All right, so now that it's loaded, we're gonna select build from scratch. We're gonna select full width right here. We're gonna select code, and we're gonna put that short code that we got from HappyForms. Let's say yes. And there's our opt-in form. Do you see how easy that was? Now we can save this right here. So let's actually publish it. All right, let's exit this builder. And here's our form. So in this case, we're gonna fill this in right here with website email. Let's actually, yeah. And submit. There we go. Thank you for your submission has been sent. Do you see how easy that was? Now, since we didn't select the form to hide, it's not going to hide. So they can fill in another message if they want right here. So just to opt in, right? That was super easy, right? So now let's head on over to the builder again and check out some other parts of this builder. So in this other part of the builder for the free one, we have this single choice if we want to use this. So for example, in the single choice is what's your favorite fruit? All right, so what's your favorite food? Right there. Let's keep that above. Let's add a choice right here. So you can say apple. Add another choice, and it could be banana. Another choice could be another fruit. Grapes. There we go. See how easy that is to choose? So you got that options right there. So let's close this one again. This one is not going to be required, so we're going to keep it like that, optional. Let's add another part. Next thing we have is multiple choice. So it's a different type of sections, kind of like the first one, but like this one. But this one is multiple choice. So what is your favorite color? Colors could be, because this is multiple choice. And let's add a choice. So we'll say here, green, blue, purple, black. All right, let's close this off. Now see how the form builder is getting a little bit more complex, and you get more information from your users in a single form that's going to be easy to build. So let's add another part. So we've built single choice, multiple choice. We can do a drop down also. So let's just call this drop down. And right here, we're going to say keep it above. Let's add a choice, and this is going to be first, second, second. All right. So now it's going to be a drop down. So see this, I click on it and it's going to drop down and I select it. That's a drop down. Let's add another part. We can add numbers for this is for numeric fields. So maybe you want to choose something that you need. So what is your age? All right, so maybe that's going to be the question. And in this one, we're going to say we have a little bit more options right here. So we can select minimum number and maximum number. So basically, no one's going to fill this form if they're less like than 10 years old, right? And obviously, maximum number would be 120. So why do we need this? This minimum and maximum number is so they don't fill in a number that's not right. So maybe you don't want to say 1,000 or 2,000. Maybe it's just someone's typing randomly. Then it's going to just select, it's going to let you select only numbers, and it's going to give a range from 10 to 120. And you can change this to your liking. Let's add another part. We got numbers, and all the rest of these ones are for the upgraded versions, which are really cool if you get the upgraded version. Now, if you guys want to grab the upgraded version, the link will be in the description. Now, did you see how easy this is to build? Now, let's go to our form builder again. Let's update this one. Remember, I did not grab the shortcode again. It's already in my form. So I'm just going to update this page. Let's update it. And we should have the form builder with the new options. See how easy that was? The options are here now. So now we have all this information. We got first name, last name, email, and we got like, what's your favorite food? Optional. See how it's only selecting one. And this one we can select multiple choice. You got the drop down. You got your age. So let's put 200, all right? And let's fill in all this information. Testing, all right. Submit. And you see this? There's a column. Please review the submission. So please fill in the form. Oh, it's right here. So we got the email that I forgot. And also the age. This is invalid. Remember we said from 10 to 120, and that's why we got an invalid right here. So if I say 36, which is my age, I'll submit. And there you go. Form has been sent. Now let me show you how this form actually looks like. All right, so this is our email that we received, And you can see right here who sent it. So it's admin@vmmedia.mx, which is the one I selected, the email that I want to use. That's a respond email. And here's the information that the user sent. So it's first name, last name, what can we help you with? So it says testing, their email, what's your favorite fruit, what's your favorite color? So since we selected multiple ones, we have them separated by comma. We got the drop down menu. We got what's your age and all that information. Super easy and super fast with HappyForms. So I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, it's a really powerful free version of HappyForms. So if you want to get it, you can download it now and use it on your WordPress site. Thank you for watching. My name is George and this is SaaS Master. I'll see you guys later.